But what a debate! It was great.
Good.
Frustrating, but great. I mean, did I make my argument as concise as I could? I don't know how
Well, I think so.
more concise
I
I could
think
make it.
I think you did. I think you did. He doesn't seem to get the optics thing, does he? You know what I mean? It's
No,
ridiculous. Oh yeah.
no, I
We have a
think he's.
winner.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. Good to see you. Hit the like, share the show. The people know we have an after show. But yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. Um,
Well,
I think he does know what I'm talking about. He's just trying to be, I'm sorry to say, dishonest. Because it's not hard to understand, especially when I try to explain to him based on the sun's position. He understood it's not physically there. It's at an optical position. So he knew what I was saying. It wasn't that he didn't understand it. He was just trying not to sound wrong.
of course. But you just did. Well, it's really flickering because it's dark, and I'll get rid of that. Now.
Digital Intel, thank you very much. Oz, thank you for coming too. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. So Ryan, what's up, man?
What's up? I'm back.
What's up? Well, I can tell you what's up. The mountain.
The mountain. But if you look through that pipe, will you see the top of it?
We have a winner.
We have a winner, mate. But I can't see me. It must be because of the light or something. It's a bit dark. I don't know. I just keep disappearing.
But I can't believe he doesn't understand how viscosity will change light path.
You know.
I mean, if you had to take that same thing and bend it straight, like you have it straight, it would follow it still because it follows the viscosity. It follows the density.
Yeah. At some point, I didn't know what he was blooming trying to say. Like, because you were telling him it was optical, but then he was going on about, because I thought we were talking physical, and if it does this, does do that, I'm going to go to the rope with the pipe.
Well, he ended up saying, I don't understand how theodolite works, while I literally was explaining to him how it works.
So he's got a laser, a rope, a pipe, and a theodolite.
Yeah, Glenn Sells, good to see you too, man. And Aaron Armstrong, good to see you too. Sorry, guys. Hey, Ellen, sorry, I got to go to the toilet quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Go for it, dude. What are you saying about? Oh, I thought you were saying something. How you doing, Alan?
Hey, good, PJ.
Groovy. You see all the there was a bit of trollaging going on in the chat. I had to hide the chat because I had to end up splitting my screen because Flats wasn't working. So
how many times did Luca spend money on that one?
I know. Yeah, it was. He was playing victim, wasn't he? He was playing victim again. But,
I really kind of didn't expect that, but I guess I did. I did, but it did. It was just, I haven't seen it before. That was the first time I've heard him say anything about how he had feelings about anything.
No, I'm just saying Vicky got dragged into it and she wasn't even on the chat. She wasn't even on German. Do you know what I mean?
But that's why Luch is not anymore around.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Mark was saying, Mark, whatever his name was, I can't remember. It begins with an F. He used to be trolling here ages ago, and he's about me being you're still being in your Christian behavior, picking on Luch. Oh God, you know what I mean? It's always like that.
Everybody.
I think Jesus was just some fairy kind of dude that didn't go around saying his talking his mind or anything like that. He kept everything to himself and just pranced around everybody. That's not the Jesus I know.
Luch feels lonely.
I would tell people Jesus would have kicked all your asses.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he would have done. He would have knocked all over all your tables.
About Vicky being a horrible person, and me and Vicky always giggling in the background, like me and Vicky live 20 miles apart. Half the time she's not on voice. That's a bit impossible. You know what I mean? Usually I talk to her in chat, not in voice. You know what I mean?
Must be an assumption.
Yeah, the numpties.
How dare you? But yeah, I think it was
frustrating when a troll comes up with something that you didn't expect them to. Like, you know what all your bad habits are. But when they come up with something that you're not even aware of, you're like, well, wait a minute, what? Like, I expected you to attack me for baldness or ugliness or something, but that really, like, wow.
But yeah, I have to say it was a good discussion though with Jesse. At least he was cordial. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's all I can
absolutely.
leave it at, because I have to say he was dishonest with he just didn't want to concede.
No, that's it. That's what I was saying, Mr. Xavier. The painful to watch. Pipes physics proves globe. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's craziness. But he didn't seem to get it. He seemed like a nice enough dude, but he just didn't seem to get the optical thing.
Even when you showed him that the laser wasn't bending, it only appears to be. He didn't get it. He's like, no, but it is physically. It's curving on the edges.
But you see, at the end of the day, all that he was doing was he was validating my arguments as optical. And I can see it's ticking in his head. He's trying to find a way cognitively. How do I make this optical measurement physical? He was trying his damn hardest, and he couldn't understand how. Because his globe
Yeah, I
is
saw
based
the look
on
on his face, which I'd never seen what he looked like before. But
You
I
could
mean,
see
it's funny. His face changed when you said that, and he was like, I saw it. He was done. He was cooked right then and there. That's why I was saying it's over.
Yeah,
I
you
was
could see
saying in
the
chat, I was like, it's over already.
you could see the mental gymnastics playing in his head through his eyes.
Yep, you
You know what I
could see
mean?
him struggling.
He was exactly what you were saying there, Flats, trying to equate the both and try to make it physical. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know how difficult it is to understand. You're physically pointing it to a place that optically looks lower.
What's funny is you kind of did the same thing to McToon too, didn't you? It was something similar to that. He didn't take it well either. He got really pissed off and started stuttering and everything else. It's quite funny.
But yeah, at the end of the day, the globe is based on optics. It's hijacking optical observations and calling it physical.
Well, yeah, Norman, thank you for sticking up for me and Jeremy's there, because Norman turned around and told Aces, Luke, stop lying. PJ's always been nice to you on Flatzoids, which I have. I tell him I think he trolls, but I say when you're in chat, you seem all right. You sound to me. I mean, I've always vouched for Luke, but I always say I'll time him out if he needs time and out. Simple. But you just it gets to a point, you know. But yeah, nice one, Norman, for saying what you said, because yeah, it's true. Nice one, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Vico, good to see you, man. Also, Aesthetic Warriors in as well. Norman Cross. I see who else came in?
Vicky.
Xavier, Mr. Xavier, good to see you too, man.
Yeah.
Glad to have you guys in. And Alicia, what's up?
Please say that again.
I didn't say anything, Alexa. I said Vicky, not Alexa.
And Luch was being such a crybaby.
I know. He's lying again. I told him. That's what I'm saying. I told him, and then they were saying you stop picking on Luch. I'm like, I'm not. I'm telling him what he asked. Then I put the chat off. I was like, no, I can't be bothered with that chat.
AC Lightning.
You can't time me out. You can't.
Yeah, but you see, with Luch, the thing is, he
can't
wants
ban
to
me,
play
PJ. You
victim.
can't ban me. You haven't got a spanner in here.
And if Luch is able to be force-fed information by someone, then he's obviously got someone he can visit. He doesn't need us to babysit him.
No, of course.
Sorry.
Of course. He derails the
Better
argument.
at One Mind, what's up? Twilight Nights, hello. Yeah, but I don't know. I really thought there's going to be much more questions. I thought there's at least going to be questions for me, and I wasn't one.
No, not really.
I mean, what will the Globers ask me anyway?
Well, exactly. There's not much. They couldn't ask you that he already had asked you that he didn't understand it anyway. Didn't matter which way you put it to him. It's
Exactly. And by the way, guys, the link is up on top for Restream if you want to come in and chat. There are still 2 places open on the panel if you would like to come in and just say anything.
Yeah, Vica.
Yeah, Vic is awesome. Vica, if you want to come in, man, you have awesome stuff, man. Jamie's working on something new again?
Good.
Nice.
So I take it Vicky was asking him what, and he's like, lol, nothing, Miss Maud, you'll see. Vicky's really noisy. You'll find that, Jamie. She'll want to know.
I really think I know what it might be on.
Vicky likes to know everything before it happened.
But yeah. So did you guys have any questions for me on that I wasn't clear on?
I said you like to know everything before it even happened.
Yeah.
She's nosy. Have you got any questions for Flat?
No, but right, because I'm watching on the telly in the bedroom and there's a delay, and I can hear your gob, and then I hear it on the telly.
That's what you get. There's delays all over the place.
I
But
know,
Yeah.
it was good.
But I love how I kept bringing up the demonstrations, and he says I brought no evidence. Where he brought a drawing up and said I measured it at this, so therefore it's physical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to need that 105-mile pipe, isn't he?
I wonder.
But even holding a pipe like that, what, a few meters,
Did he really bring up the whole
you know,
thing?
the slightest little bit of movement, and that you're way off. You're way off what you're trying. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy, isn't it? It's like zooming in on something, and when you try and target it, it's like, ooh, it goes straight off, doesn't it? It's
Crazy.
Yeah. I didn't think he got the optical thing at all, man.
I lost count of how many times pipe was mentioned.
Yeah.
And today, kids, what's the key word? Pipe, sir. It's like he didn't want to end with a pipe. It just kept coming on.
Pipe, a rope, and a razor. A razor, a laser.
Normally,
Not a laser,
all
a razor.
pipes making noise are the only pipes on the show.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, yeah, it says digital theodolites have been increasingly used in engineering, measurements, and industrial applications recently. Do you know why that is? It's because it's not optical, because it's more accurate. Yeah, it says in the current measurement technology, digital theodolites have increasingly used in close-range engineering measurements, and theodolite measurements have become a part of industrial application. This technique, called combine method, is preferred to close-range photogrammetric technique used by blah blah blah. The basic features of method consist of portability, non-contact variable geometry, and automation. It's always closed. That's why I asked him, can he show me where there's any citation saying that it can be done in long-range distances? Even here, you see this this thing on screen. This is explaining with distance how it changes in inaccuracies. The results of the calculations show that while the increase in mx, my, and mz is very slow for the different values of a and b between 0 to 45 degrees, this increase is fast for the values between 45 and 90 degrees. The reason for this is because for after 45 and 90, it has a, how can I put this, perspective is more apparent. So in taking into account that the change in the errors of the object space coordinates depend on angles, and the base object distance ratio is important criterion for terrestrial photogrammetry, at the convergent case is preferred to the normal horizontal angle will increase with a longer base length and the shorter object distance. An optical base object distance ratio should be considered in close-range measurements with theodolite. So in other words, the further away, the more inaccurate it becomes.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes
Blah,
sense.
blah, blah. Yeah, when you're sighting a rifle, you take perspective by knowing where your bullet hits the target. Exactly. I don't know how he says I didn't understand what perspective was either. I was like, dude, literally telling me he thought he's going to catch me up by saying linear perspective.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, I majored in art. I literally went to go study art. I got the degree in art. So I know what linear perspective is.
I didn't get the timing thing because sometimes when you were talking, it was going down, and when he was talking, yours was still going down, and vice versa. How did that
yeah, but
work?
you see, Jaren has to has to press it every time, so it's difficult to keep in.
What
was nice is because we weren't over talking each other, we didn't have to say stop. You know what I mean?
Right. I got it.
But it's fine. I didn't need more than that actually, because the last 15 minutes was me just repeating myself to try and make him understand what I'm saying anyway.
Of course.
Hey Lev, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. If any of you want to come in and have a chat about the debate, the link is above. And please hit the likes and share the show. Really do appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. But I want to show this again because I think this was something that he didn't really want to. Because if we had more time, we could have done something like Harvard more on this. Guys can see this, correct?
Yeah, we can see it.
The left, remember, this is exactly the same. So he's busy making his camera go down. Look how high the ground is.
Yeah.
compared to this level.
Yeah.
Now he goes below the level. Look what happens. Now he's made the level seem higher than the ground.
Gosh, yeah.
Parallax.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
So what happened? Concave to globe just because he's looking through based on parallax. That's weird, eh?
Mm.
Someone's come in. Vika! Hey, Vika, how's it going?
Yeah. How you doing? You hear me well?
Very good himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to have you on, man.
Hey, Vika.
Great job, first of all, brother. You calm and cool, brother. You just cool, brother. You just, he didn't have
As usual.
just tackling around. He was just like dodging around to like
Awesome.
no. Hello to also
Thank you very much.
Alan, brother. How are you? It's the first time speaking to you, too, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've chatted before
Hey.
though.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse just popped in. How's it going, Jesse? Can you hear us?
Don't think he's pro playing because there's no avatar there.
Yeah. Doesn't
He's
show.
having trouble. Yeah.
But Vika, it's great to have you on. We should have a stream together sometime, man.
Oh yeah, brother, you are invited, brother. We can work a date out for end of April or May. I have some slots, brother. It would be great.
Awesome. Yeah. Definitely. Have you got a way to get hold of me? Otherwise, you can just email me at flatzoid@gmail.com. Then we can work out something. But yeah, end of April's perfect for me.
Are you on Telegram and Instagram and all this stuff? We are all around.
I'm on Instagram, but it's on my other channel though, my fitness channel.
Cool.
But I can look you up, and I can contact you on Instagram. That's fine.
All right. So yeah, on YouTube, I don't have a very big channel, but my main platform is Facebook.
Okay.
Where I have a decent channel page and videos. But yeah, I do podcasts every Sunday.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I was thinking of doing things like podcasts because I think today it's a thing to do.
Oh yeah, we have some great guests. We invite people too. We also have open chats like this some days.
Awesome. Yeah, but yeah, let me know sometime. I'll try to look you up on Instagram, then we can organize a time. I think it'll be great because you do have awesome content.
I think that'd be a great show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Have you watched any of my documentary, Flatzoid?
I think you did one on Level at a stage. It was ages ago though.
No, not Level. I'm not the
Wasn't
one who
you?
made Level. No.
Then I'm trying to think.
I'm the one who made the Flat in the Curve. I made.
Yep.
Flat in the Curve. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Okay.
No, that's not the other one.
Cool.
No, Flat in the Curve is the one with the injections. No,
No,
I'm
it's
confused
I've got it up on my channel twice.
Jamie, by V, he means Vicky. So we know who you're on about, Aaron. Stop.
Oh, it's on your channel, Alan.
Yeah, I have it on there twice actually.
Yeah, let me quickly go there.
Because
I know you've been around a long time though.
Yeah, I recently reposted it.
Even Mark Sargent. Even Mark Sargent have it, and it's on my channel, and also David Weiss app. You can find it. Even today, I think it's just few days before. I think Dustin Nemos. I think so. He uploaded on his page recently. Like he uploaded like totally independent page.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it on. Yeah, it's on Alan's. Let me show you quickly. Flat curve. Yeah, I have seen this. This is the one I was talking about with the level. This one.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. I mean, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how much work it goes into making a documentary like this, though.
Oh yeah.
A lot of work.
Amazing people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know if Jesse's
Yeah,
coming back.
these
though.
people are.
Mhm.
Oh,
You still there?
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, kindly. Why is everything so dead now? It's very
What do you
quiet.
mean dead?
Hey, there's
It's
Jesse.
not dead.
Deed. Stone deed.
Everybody likes the attention that you get on those big channels, I guess.
Jesse says he can't get in, guys. He's struggling.
Hmm.
A lot of
What is it, his
optics go
internet or what?
into documentary. Yes. Yeah, you guys. Jesse says he also has. If you guys have questions for him, he's happy to answer them if he can.
Oh, I've asked him plenty of questions. He knows who I am now.
Oh, Ryan, you have some history.
Oh, he will definitely remember me once he hears my voice. I almost guarantee you. He's going to call me out by name. He's going to say, "Rookie, where have you been?"
I wonder why you couldn't get in restream. It's sometimes funny. It's sometimes funny like that. Same as
I don't know. That is weird though.
Dislord used to have problems with StreamYard and restreaming that, I think. He came in earlier in one of your chats, actually, Flats. Dislord. You just said hello and went out. That was it.
Mm-hmm. No, shot, Jesse. Thanks for chatting, man. I still do appreciate the debate. It was fun and frustrating at the same time.
At least he was civil, At least he was civil and not rude.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
No,
A lot
I
of it
enjoy that.
I like that.
And I can respect people like that.
Yeah, he's really polite, dude. Yes, he's a good person. I
It
won't say he's
wasn't
a bad person
boring.
because he ain't.
It
No, it wasn't boring, but it wasn't necessarily satisfying either, though.
Yeah, but some could be really boring. This was like this just flew off, like more or less, right? It wasn't like stagnant.
And I
It's
hope
like
somebody
just-
actually learned something out of it.
And neither one of them got triggered or started pushing the buzzer. I was happy about that.
I had to press it once just for the fun of it.
I must have nodded off or something.
But yeah, I just hope somebody learned something out of it. So
I think Jesse did.
Can I just say, Aaron's going on to Jamie about sending screenshots to Jamie about Vicky and that. He's just an idiot. Stop.
You know what? Just get rid of Aaron because he's making videos about
Vicky's
you
got rid
guys.
of Vicky. Vicky
Saying you
just got rid
guys
of him.
are saying you guys are obsessed with him, but all the time he's the one talking about you guys on his channel. So
I know
just
I
get
don't
rid
want
of the
nothing
guy.
to do with the dude. You know what I mean? I don't talk to
No.
him. He came into my comments and I just blank him. I don't say anything to him. He's the one that keeps
That's what I
commenting
said.
on my stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just block the guy. He
Mm.
doesn't get that he's the one being the one talking about you guys the whole time, sir.
Idiot.
He is warned. He's been warned many times.
I can't see what he says. I can only see what he says because it's on Restream.
On
I've got him
Restream,
blocked
yeah.
from YouTube. Yeah, it's because it's on Restream. That's the only way I can see what he says. You know what I mean? But,
It's sad.
yeah.
I see Nathan Pitch Lumen emailed me. Shout out to Nathan. He's awesome. He also wants to ask about this. He says he got half at the end of the debate. He says, did his experiment setup claim a physical string would go out to a distant mountain? Yes. Then the camera would tilt down to the mountain. This would be the case because the string tracks physically. So the string has to go up, but optics are apparent. So require down tilt to account for refraction, apparent shrink in size change, like angular compression. There is no conflict because there are two different parameters. That's exactly my point. Hey, Jessica, come in. Hey, working
There
in.
you go.
Somebody got it.
Got there in the end. Got there in the end.
Do you see me and hear me now?
We can see
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Oh, good.
How you been there, buddy?
Good. How you doing, Ricky?
Told you.
It repeats itself a little. There's a little like scratchiness, isn't there? But
Yeah.
we can't hear you.
I hope you're well, friend. Missed you. It's been a while.
It's like you're going through two mics at once. It sounds like you're going through two mics.
Yeah, Jesse, you're a little loud too. It seems like.
Yeah, it sounds like you're going two mics or something. I don't know. It's possible it's two mics.
Very scratchy.
Mm-hmm.
Is this better? No.
Yeah, you're like crapping the microphone out.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of gain on something.
Yeah, it does sound like a lot of gain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna blow up.
Weird.
So, Jesse, do you have any thoughts on the debate?
Yeah, let's do another one on refraction next time.
Yeah, we can do one on refraction sometime. It'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my audio settings are not working with Restream.
That's weird.
It's always a problem, isn't there?
It's
Yeah, it seems to be happening. I think. Yeah, it's weird.
It's usually
Damn
when
you,
you've got it set up-
Murphy!
It's usually when you've got it set up an OBS and that, isn't it?
It's definitely Murphy and his damn law.
But yeah. What should we talk about, guys? Jesse? So do you only have the one theodolite, the Nikon?
No, I've got 12.
Oh, wow. So it's a real hobby of yours.
Yeah. I've got some geodometers, a Nikon theodolite, and a Nikon total station. Some Parallax theodolites, a couple of Zeiss theodolites, and I can't remember what all else. Oh, a couple of other Japanese, like Sokia total stations.
Okay, that's cool. What would you say is more fun for you, the total station or the theodolites?
What was the question?
Which one would you enjoy using more, the theodolite or the total station?
I don't know. They're both fun, but if I need to measure distances to like a reflector, then the total station's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they work the same. For angles,
Yeah,
they're the same.
They're based on the same, same principles.
Yeah.
And now, Ryan? Jeff says maybe switch your sound off and on again. Maybe that.
I'm just reacting. I'm just reacting.
Just have to let you guys know it is 1 a.m. by me.
It is, yeah.
So where are you located, Flatzoid? Because I'm also, it's 1 a.m. for me too.
I am in South Africa.
Oh, okay. I'm in Spain, so how can we be in the same time zone? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I was saying that this morning when I was at the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because Denmark's in the center and Flatzoid's out on the edge. But we're still in the same pie-shaped triangle of the Earth.
Okay.
But
Which makes sense. Yeah.
I'm out on the edge sometimes, you know.
But Spain is actually a very nice country as far as what I can see.
Not been closest to that I've been is Greece, I think.
But you guys also get very hot there.
Oh yeah, a lot of sun. Yeah.
Yeah. So even by me, because I'm in the bush part of South Africa, so I'm like on the topper part of South Africa. So it's quite hot.
It really hasn't gotten warm here in Denmark yet.
You just have to put the clogs on, then you'll get warm.
Yeah, random little Flatzoid, the mad lad up all night laughing.
It was well worth it. It was fun. Yeah, check here. Digital Intel. Spain, America, South Africa. Well, Spain, America, Africa, Australia, all here in 9 a.m. in the future here in Aussie. Yeah, you guys are time travelers.
Yep, some people live 24 hours in the future and some live 24 hours in the past.
Yeah. It's
Damn you weirdos.
And all this, even though light's supposed to be parallel.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so exciting.
Quiet tonight.
Very quiet. It's like no one has anything to say. It's like
you did all the.
Well, maybe it's because we're in shock because he was nice. You know, it is kind of difficult to know those nice ones.
That's it. Usually, if we've got someone like sort of like, oh, he was a bit rough, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He could have said that kind of thing. But Jesse was nice.
Yeah, when we love to hate you, it's different, but it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know.
I can't fix my audio. It's totally restream.
Yeah, it's very scratchy.
Yeah, restream is being really weird.
Mm.
I don't think it likes Linux.
Yeah, that's really odd. But I know I also had an issue at some stage when I had my earphones with my mic. When I used to go on StreamYard, I used to have issues. Hey, Bible Theology, good to see you. Glad to have you in. Oh, yeah, the room is full, guys. I see someone is trying to get in, but the room is full, unfortunately.
Oh,
yeah, I can jump out.
I can jump out too, brother. I just wanted to say hello and yep, a great job.
Good to have you. We must definitely. But I'll find you on Instagram, brother. Then we can have a stream, podcast, something together.
All right. Yeah, we connect anyhow, or email, or Instagram, Facebook. We're all around there. So yeah, great job, brother. Thanks, Alan, too. Thanks, brother, for letting me hop on. Great job.
Mm-hmm.
And
bless you, man.
Cheers, man. Blessings.
Yeah.
Bye. Okay, guys, there is space again. There's 2 spaces now available. So everybody who tried to come in can try to come in.
Oh,
Daniel Watkins says for you, Jesse, leave the dark side.
Yeah.
One life at a time. What distances would be better? If 105 miles is too far, I can do stuff at other distances too.
Yeah, you can obviously do other distances, but the issue still comes from the accuracy at distances gets increasingly worse, the inaccuracies, because of that's why you get that slope graph that you made there with the curve. Because of that, with the inaccuracy, after a certain distance, it gets more and more gradual steepness because it compresses more. But I wouldn't be able to tell you what distance would be very good, because that's the issue the globe sits with. If you're too close, you say you can't really measure a curve because it's too close. If you're too far, you say you can, but then it's too far, and then it's too much variables to contend with.
So it's like 2 or 3 miles too far.
That's what I said. I think they say the accuracy is like 2 kilometers max, usually, rule of thumb. But yeah, I would say that's okay. But then you might have to take temperature readings and all that, and you won't really have much of a reading change there.
Norman
Hey,
I was going to say Norman Cross.
G'day everyone, how you going?
Good to see you.
Yeah, I had to join. Well done to everyone on the debate, Jesse and Flatzoid. Thought it was really, really good.
Glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming, man. It's good to see new faces on here as well.
We got a question here. Does Jess believe in the moon landing?
Yeah, that's what Norman.
Of course he does. What's question that? You can see it with these theodolites.
We basically believe in what
Let him, man.
on the moon, and we have self-driving on Mars. Self-driving cars in Mars.
Well, I'll put it up. There we go, Jess. That's for you, mate.
I used my theodolite to measure the width of the scorched spot on the moon where the jets hit it.
There's Vicar Joseph's channel, guys. Woohoo!
So check this out. Anyone know what that is?
Let's make it bigger.
Yeah, make it bigger.
Rope?
Det cord?
Oh, there we go, yeah.
No, it's a thermocouple. No, it's a thermocouple.
Oh.
Thermocouple, yeah.
Yeah, it's got two different kinds of, well, it won't focus, but it's got two different kinds of wire in there.
Yeah.
And this is 3 meters long, and I got 10 of them. And by wiring them all in series, I can multiply the temperature sensitivity by 10. So the plan is to make a temperature gradient sensor that can measure the temperature difference to the nearest hundredth of a degree 3 meters apart. So I can, so we'll actually be able to measure the actual temperature gradient. And then by putting this on the front of a boat and going out across the lake and back, measuring above and below the line of sight, I'll actually be able to measure the temperature gradient along the line of sight. That's the plan, anyway.
Yeah.
You would also be
what if the wind comes along?
Then I'll measure the temperature gradient of the wind.
Awesome.
with the shadow of
I'm just curious if we thought it out.
Look, one thing I have to give up to you, Jamie, you try a lot of different experiments and demonstrations and stuff. So if you guys haven't already, do go to Jesse's channel. He does try and do demonstrations and experiments and everything. So I give big ups to that because a lot of people I know don't even try. They don't attempt. So that's really cool.
Google it.
Google. So digital Intel. Anything else you want to say?
No, I just thought the debate was really good. I have, for my history with flat Earth and globe Earth and all that sort of stuff, started back in 2016. I was kind of one of those people that was in the Mandela effect. I was in that community and all that sort of stuff. And one of the big things for me was the fact that all these different things had changed, but also flat Earth became so big. So I took a look into that, and I'm just really interested by the theory that comes out of it. I think there's a lot of positive things that come out of, doing the experiments, people talking about it. I've watched a couple of the recent Jeren debates, and some of those guys on the globe Earth side just drive me nuts. Like I want to throw things around the room and shit like that. Craig, for example. Oh my god, man! But what the fuck? But yeah, man. I still, like my whole my dad thinks I'm crazy looking into flat Earth and stuff like that. But yeah, the more you look into it, you just see so many cover-ups with all the different things along the way. I mean, the moon landing is one of the, I think someone mentioned it in the chat before. That's one of the most obvious ones, the fact that we haven't been back to the moon. And, every Super Bowl comes around and they pick all these different acts to have during the Super Bowl, but they should really do a moon landing. If they can do a moon landing, why not do that during the Super Bowl? That would be the biggest entertainment they could have. But the reason they don't do it, obviously, is they can't. And all the shit they talk about at NASA about, you can't, we can't return and all that sort of stuff. It's very highly suspect. So yeah, I'm just really interested in listening to everyone and kind of taking it in.
Yeah, but they think about it. I mean, they use the processing chip that has less processing power than a Nintendo to go to the moon. They went in something that looked like kids' dogs.
Now they're claiming they can't get there with the Nintendo.
The thing that bothered me though with it, even when I was a Glober, was they tested it how much times on Earth and they never got it right. And they said, stuff this, let's go anyway. Yeah. And when they went, all of a sudden,
he almost killed one of the astronauts by the vacuum suit and everything, yeah. But they just went ahead and, why not just go with it? No big deal.
No dress rehearsal, nothing, just off.
They just did it.
Shit. First time.
What they should do is put a
And you wonder why the looks on their faces was a little bit crazy, right? And they were like, "Are you sure?"
put a
Yeah,
put a telescope on the moon and film the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
But yeah,
There's a
I
big
mean,
bit of
Yeah,
screen pipe. Yeah.
that would actually be quite convincing. You know, that would be quite convincing.
And they don't
Yeah.
do it because they can't do it. You know, the other thing I saw on Twitter the other day was, or X or whatever they call it, was, you know, the fact that they went up in the shuttle, they landed in that kind of, you know, alfoil tin thing on the, you know, the lander or whatever it was called, and then they came back in that really heavy looking capsule. So it was like, you know, left in this, arrived on the moon and that, and came back in that. I'm like, it's just so dodgy, like the whole thing.
but I mean, I think you can even see they got more than one capsule, because I think they got 2 capsules. One's at a different museum than the other, but it's supposed to be the same capsule. How does that work?
Yeah, exactly. It's dodgy. And the remote control on Mars, you know, I mean, I'm sure everyone in this group's the same. Everyone wants to believe it's real. Everyone wants to believe it's, you know, another planet, and, you know, how cool that is. But it's just, you know, it's just all fakery. And the other one's the International Space Station, you know, that, especially recently, I don't know whether it's because of AI, but a lot of the videos are really convincing, yet you see no stars, which, you know, there's an explanation around that most likely.
Yeah,
but
exposure.
there's no space junk. You know, allegedly there's all these satellites up there, and you don't see a single one of them up there. So it's like, you know, come on, give me strength. There's got to be something that whizzes past, you know.
I mean, I did a debate on Modern Day Debates a while back on the moon landing, and the argument I brought up was bringing testimonials from different astronauts, and they can't make up their mind if they see the stars or not. I mean, that's got to be a red flag for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
This person says they do see stars. This person says they don't see stars. This person says, yeah, it looks like a velvet sheen. Then later changes their argument. No, I did see stars. You know what I mean? It's like, huh?
Well, there's a lot around body language as well. You know, I've done a little bit of research recently on, you know, body language and tone of voice and things like that. And they're just really shady the way they looked when they had their you know, the conference when they came back, and they didn't look like dudes had been to the moon. You know, you'd think they'd be physically exhausted and weak. They just look very nervous and on edge.
Yeah. And how'd you deal with the Van Allen belt? Oh, Van Allen belt. Oh, we must have dealt with all right. I didn't know there was one.
We just must have went right through.
I'm not sure we went far enough out.
Yeah, how do you not get briefed about going through that? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they should really technically come back pretty crispy looking.
No, but they had paper, remember? Paper and plastic, so that protects you.
And alfoil, yeah. Aluminium foil.
No cancer.
And not to mention how they're able to go to a place that violates natural law. So,
yeah.
Have you heard that argument yet?
What, the argument that it defies in what sort of way?
In the second law of thermodynamics.
No, how so?
Because entropy would increase. Because if you're claiming the Earth is an open system and we're in a separate vacuum system, the air we breathe will, according to the free expansion of Joule's expansion of free gases, it will expand into the available space, and we would be not have any air now to breathe
spontaneously and instantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you see, they try and because you're obviously still like there, and you think gravity's a force kind of thing, correct?
Oh, for myself.
Yeah,
I really don't understand how it all works. I mean, I've looked at obviously some of the fact that it's you know a theory that can't be proven and all that sort of stuff, and density, and there's some compelling arguments along the way from one of the flat earthers talking about, you know, the clouds. How come, you know, the clouds aren't pulled to the Earth with gravity and things like that? So yeah, I'm just interested in learning all this stuff. But yeah, like the whole notion of it being a vacuum out there in space. I mean, I think that's why they're coming up with these excuses around things like, what is it called, dark energy and stuff like that.
Dark matter,
They're
and
trying
dark
to
energy. They have to, because it's the holes in Einstein's general
equations,
relativity.
the theories.
And
so,
Black hole.
And they're starting to push now a lot of like entropic gravity and quantum gravity, because it's kind of patching those holes that general relativity has. But at the end of the day, it still comes out to that gravity is not a force. And the problem is, you guys, the globe requires gravity to be a force for anything to happen. So
yeah.
it's quite a rigmarole. If you go down the rabbit hole in checking that, you're going to be quite dumbfounded to see, hang on, there's actually nothing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? And and just looking again, I'm kind of a bit of a visual person. Just looking at the people on the moon and how they were, like it didn't, there were times when they were like falling all over the place and things like that, and it just didn't look so fake. I don't know how people believed it, but I guess back then everyone was, brainwashed as well.
Yeah, it just Jesse.
I was going to say, I think we got that, Jesse.
We know it's a joke, mate. But yeah, so what do you think of the debate, man?
I thought you did excellent, man. I thought you did excellent. That guy was scrambling. You nailed him with that shit with the laser in the tank too, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, because he's like scrambling around, and I'm not gonna buy that he couldn't show that he couldn't find it or get his computer to work. I'm not buying that, man.
But you see, it's very simple. I mean, you're supposed to learn this when you. Well, I don't know if you guys learned it, but I learned it when I was doing technical stuff in high school, where you change the viscosity of the liquids. Mm-hmm. And the viscosity of the liquid is going to follow the meniscus of whatever shape is inside a contained system. Mm-hmm. And that's why the light has to follow that viscosity chain. That's why it shows to be bent. It's not that it's saying, look, the light bends, so therefore it has to follow Earth's shape. No, it's because you've literally created that viscosity bend through the layer.
Right. They're acting like that refraction is this all of a sudden thing. When you're seeing compressed effects, when you're seeing that, you're seeing those effects are being compressed off in the distance too with the refraction. They act like it's the answer to everything, and you don't have that kind of a density. You don't have that kind of a density gradient in the atmos at all. So
I used to have a saltwater tank and a freshwater tank right next to each other, and it would just look different with the salinity of the saltwater versus the freshwater.
Oh yeah. But I was just saying, thank you, Matthew De Gregorio. I really appreciate your $20 super chat, man. He says, great job staying civil with that guy. Well, it wasn't difficult. He was very respectful. Yeah. So I have to say, it was frustrating trying to get the argument through, but otherwise, I enjoy it. I can really do debates like that, because if a person can be civil with me, I can be civil with them.
Yep. I thought I think that there again, like that format is good, but I think with you two, it wasn't really necessary. Even though it was used, it wasn't necessary, because you both obviously know how to have conversational decorum.
Yeah.
We're grown-ups.
There you go.
All grown up.
I had to use the X once, that buzzer, just to say I used it. So
yeah, I noticed that. I would have to do that just for their childishness sakes.
Well, he did say I don't understand how a theodolite works, so I had to point out that no, I do.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
They always make these. It's always about this. You don't know something,
you don't understand,
or you're not educated, or somehow you missed that day of school because everyone else knows it. Don't be the kid with the dunce cap up at the front of the class. That type of crap programming is in their head all the time. It's unwarranted trust in academic authority.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
got nothing.
Where's my coffee at?
The coffee fell off the edge. Can't you see it's falling there between the clouds? You know there
somewhere.
where that black stuff is that they call
Yeah,
gravity.
You can see that gravity, can't you? See that with your eyes.
At least
Yeah,
he's not on the
that's
space station tonight, drinking that
No,
coffee they got.
he's a little lower. He's a little lower tonight.
Actually,
Yeah.
I am on the
That-
space station. We're in stealth mode right now.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
cloaking. It's cloaking.
Yeah,
Is
it's the
that what you're
cloaking
saying?
device.
Okay.
I had to uncloak myself so I could appear on here. Otherwise, it'd be a mess.
If it's birthday, Mind One Spirit, happy birthday. Many, many blessings, and I hope you have an awesome day. On this 5th.
Bless you.
Seal
Oh,
on
this
the
bit.
breaking seal. Okay.
Oh, I hear that coffee.
Coffee. I can't have coffee now. I should actually go to bed soon. My children are going to have me up at 6 a.m. again. So.
Oh my goodness.
True.
You know how it goes with children.
Yeah, I got these. Believe it or not, these 5 dogs are like having 5 kids. They really are. I swear to God, they're just like having kids, man. Because they do the same thing. They come in to wake me up. I'm good. All right, Dad, get up. It's time to do stuff. Let's go.
What's
Very
funny is
demanding.
they get to go to bed early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
Anything they want.
36, One Mind. He's turning 36, guys.
Oh, excellent.
36.
Yeah.
Same
That's
age
He's
a
a
as
good
spring
you,
number.
chicken. He's a
Same
spring
age as you.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started
36.
36.
36.
Yeah, it's good. I started building my Boma today, so looking forward to getting that finished. It's going to be awesome. Have some nice braais or barbies, as the Americans say, barbecues. But yeah, every time I was trying to dig, the children helped, and they threw me with more sand than I was digging away. I am on Twitter X as well, Mr. Xavier. I don't know if I can get my Twitter handle.
I bet he loves it. Twitter's called X now, doesn't he?
X rocks the spot, yeah. So I wonder if how do I send my? Oh, it says at Keith Renault 64279. How do I get that on here?
Yeah,
At
So I've got to ask a question if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is remembering I'm very naive to all of this and learning and whatever else, but you can see the Southern Cross, right, from South Africa?
Yes.
In the sky. So I heard an argument along the way at some point. Oh, no, it might have been Eddie Bravo. That's right. I saw it on like a clip from somewhere. And he was talking about, that when you're looking out to the universe at night, you see a certain sky. And then technically 6 months later, if we were on a globe and we were going around the sun, we would see an entirely different universe at nighttime because you'd be facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Surely that's the one of the most compelling arguments for flat Earth.
You'd think.
Yeah, and the fact that even if you look at it like this way, do you know when they say in the northern hemisphere, when the Earth is further away from the sun, it's summertime, and when it's closer to the sun, it's wintertime.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, it's crazy, right?
So you go to the fire pit,
Slight tilt.
It gets colder.
Slight tilt. It's ridiculous. That drives
They
me nuts.
reverse everything.
Yeah, they love reversing the stuff. But there's a lot of holes in the heliocentric
Yeah, but you
model.
see, it's the angle of the dangle.
I mean, Ellen tried to. The globe model predicted a eclipse. What, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Was it 2 days ago?
3, something like that. I don't know.
3 days. Well, Alan tried to go and videotape it. There was quite a few
Everybody
people,
tried, and nobody saw it.
and nobody was able to videotape the eclipse. But globe model predicted it.
Yeah, all the
Right.
simulations on it.
Yeah, and now that we tell the globe is, listen, yeah, you guys are always, your pride and joy that the globe model can always predict it to the second, failed. And now all they say is just dead quiet. They don't even talk about it. They just ignore it.
I was going to say digital initial. If you got a digital intel, if you got a YouTube channel, so Miss Maud can put a link in if you've got one.
Yeah, I do. I used to do. I think I was saying before. I really appreciate it. I'm just jumping on my PC to share the link. I used to do videos on.
Just type something in chat, and Vicky will be able to go to your channel and share your link. Because you need to be a mod to share links in there. If you just go in the chat and just type something in it, and Vicky will share it for you.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, they call it.
Put it in the private. Put it in the private chat, yeah, and I can place it.
Oh yeah, you put it in the private chat, yeah. Right.
Yeah, give me 2 shakes. But...
faint eclipse.
Effie Nation, there we go. Effie Nation tried taping the moon eclipse. It didn't happen. Exactly.
Yeah,
but I know there was quite a
he
few
rolled
people
for.
that tried. I know. I did the vernal the equinox year at 1 year, and it was off by like 3 degrees or something. That what the globe said would happen. It's really weird.
How can the globers be wrong?
No, the model, it's perfect, man.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing that I think that people also don't understand, the globe model, quote unquote, has been back engineered for how many hundreds of years now? Okay. So every time there's an inconsistent something, they just quickly try and work it into their model. Now they come and try and say, well, you guys are flat earthers. Why can't you guys make a perfect map or model or whatever? I'm sorry. It's a bit difficult to compete with someone who's had all the funding they've had for the globe and had it for hundreds of years, and they base all their measurements off of flat measurements anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've only been around 2014 where it really caught on.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Watkins, which model? There's so many, exactly. That's what I said. Model.
And you gotta understand too that any maps that are produced have to go through to be approved as a map through this cartography Royal Society in order to be approved. And if you go looking into the Royal College of Longitude and the problems they were having coming up with the coordinates in the south, and how they couldn't really do it without accurate timekeeping. And there again, what you got with our maps today, you've got a mixture of measurements and calculations. This is something people don't understand. Calculations are not measurements. We have statute miles on land that are physically measured. We have nautical miles in the ocean, which are done through observation of the stars. Once you get past the equator, now you don't have a stationary reference point. It's all about movement and time of the stars. So you can see, being tightly controlled, it would be very easy to hide large masses of land in areas like the South Pacific.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yep.
But yeah, and notice those latitude
16
measurements are based on optical observations.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually done presentations on this where that's how they got their nautical mile increments based on how the line of sight from the perspective would be, and that's how they get there to the equator. And then all they did was transpose that to the south and say, see, it's a globe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Why is there so many more time zones by you, Flatzoid, than there is by me? 16 to 32 the difference?
Digital.
I think there's 32. There's 8 more time zones in the south than there is in the north. What's proverbially called the north.
And then when you get up in Alaska or Russia and the United States, there's something really weird going on there.
Yeah, there's 2-hour time difference between Russia and Alaska. Yet
but
Sarah
they're right
Palin
next to each
says, I can see Russia from my back window.
Have you ever played the board game Risk before?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. You see, they link it with that imaginary line.
Yeah.
There we go. Digital Media's channel link is up. If you guys want to go and subscribe, I subscribe, by the way.
Yeah,
Legend, thank you. I had a
Any-
really funny conversation the other day with a guy in a petrol station here, and we were talking about flat Earth and having these conversations about different things. And he was telling me that, because I said to him, he's saying, what's the most compelling evidence that you think that the Earth is flat? And I'm like, dude, there's no real photos of Earth. Now, I've done a little bit of looking into this and whatever else, nowhere near as much as probably most people have, but so he's looking through his phone and looking through his phone, and then we get into this conversation about, he's telling me that he's trying to convince me that taking photos of part of the Earth and then joining them together makes it an actual globe. And I'm like, do you realize how stupid that is? So we had this full-on argument. He's a good dude. His name's Sam. He may eventually listen to this, but yeah, it was so funny. I'm like, so you have to clip different parts of the Earth and then put it together. So what you're telling me, it's CGI? And
that's exactly what it is, a composite image.
A composite image. You had to be a fly on the wall for the conversation. It was really funny, but he's like, no, it's because it's real. I'm like, it's not a real photo of the Earth. It might be photographs taken, but they've joined them together. Yeah, just amazing. But you could see it was a little bit like the conversation today. You could see like the cogs turning in the brain. Like, okay, actually, and really thinking about, like, is this actually, I am listening to the other person and I am taking it in. So yeah, it's fascinating how it all works and the cognitive dissonance and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I just want to say, Roger Little, thank you for your $2 super chat, man. He says, no conspiracy to see here. Move along.
Something I want to throw out here. And we're going to mark the date. It's 7:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the United States on March 29th. I have 2 predictions. Let's see what happens. Okay. All this stuff that's lining up with the red heifers and all this other, right? This eclipse coming. All the hubbub around this eclipse. Got a devil comet and stuff. Israel knows that if they blow that Dome of the Rock off of that thing, all hell's going to break loose on Israel from all over the world, right? But if a natural act of God, like they beam an earthquake there and destroy it during this eclipse, and it's an act of God, they're going to get major support for the building of their third temple.
Yeah, because God's blessing it.
Yeah, and they've already got the altar built. They've got the red heifers have been sent from Texas. This shit's all set up. My second prediction is that Donald Trump is getting overwhelming support in the United States right now. He's going to be predicted as the front runner overwhelmingly, and they're going to pull the same crap and put Biden in again, and they're going to spark off order out of chaos. They're going to cause and spark a civil war in the United States. Those are my 2 predictions for the next coming year.
You won't see me fighting in no damn war because I could care less.
Well, for all you do know, Trump is just going to get it right to get them to have peace. Then they're going to co-opt to build the third temple together. You never know.
This, by the way.
But yeah, it's quite hectic stuff.
But I thought about that, where they can make earthquakes, and we've known about that technology, that they have the technology to cause earthquakes. And
look what Harp's been doing for years.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny. Boogeyman told us about that too.
So that's
weather modification.
We'll see if it happens. We'll see if it happens. But I'm seeing, like, I'm putting all these little pieces together, and I'm going, oh wow, yeah. I can almost see it like it's already happened. No, it was God's blessing that to clear the way for this building of the third temple, and everybody's going to be behind it, and of course them having crowned Trump Moshiach and everything. You'll see.
Well,
is going to
people
go crazy.
are already calling him equal with God. So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's complete blasphemy.
Well, that's what I've jokingly said before, so many times. You know, I say our Lord and Savior Jesus Trump, Amen, and a woman. You guys remember that when they swore in the new Congress, and they had this minister up there giving a prayer, and he ended it by going, "Amen," and a woman. And I was like, "Are you?"
Yeah, but you see,
kidding
his
Wow.
advisory panel were spiritualists. They call them. Yeah, it's quite
Wow.
evil. But what can we say? It's part of the times, dudes.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's the deception, isn't it? That's the deception.
Mm-hmm. So I hear Whitsett says he's going to Antarctica.
He's got it approved, you know.
I don't know. Or he's waiting still to go Antarctica.
Okay, yeah, I'd heard about this a few weeks back, maybe a month or so, that they were talking about he was putting in all the permits and everything to be able to go, and he's got his fingers crossed. So
until they find out he's a flat earther.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I bet you something is going to happen.
Yeah.
They won't allow.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys?
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Roger Ledel, for your $5 super chat. He says, just one question. What at the bottom of a gravity well?
Gravity water.
What's gravity?
No, Timmy is at the bottom of the gravity well. Come, Lassie, get him.
Shekels, Roger. Shekels.
Not anymore.
Timmy fell into the gravity well. Well, not anymore.
Not anymore, he didn't.
No stress, digital. Hopefully, you got some few subs, man.
But Vika has a video out the other day that this Russian guy went to Antarctica, and they got to go like over the wall, and it got warm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got
the old maps. If you look at the old maps, yeah, but Ellen, if you look at the old maps like what Dave showed last night, Antarctica was not under snow; it was vegetated and everything, mountain ranges.
Yeah. But this video starts out with the ice, and then they go over the helicopter, and it's pretty cool.
It, yeah.
Starts getting really warm.
They even found, where they had a beach and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people don't know this. Operation High Jump, they packed warm weather gear.
Why would they do that? I don't know.
Yeah, they had warm weather gear. Look, I was going to show this movie that I have that's from like the 50s, and it's was right after Operation High Jump. And it's an old B movie, science fiction, and it starts off talking about high jump and Bird going to the Antarctica. And then it's this guy starts briefing these people that are going on another expedition. And they go on an expedition. It's called the Land Beyond. And they go past Antarctica, past the ice. And they come into this tropical area, and there's dinosaurs and all this crazy shit. And I'm like, wow. That's really strange because most of the B sci-fi movies of those days got people going up to other planets. This one found a land on Earth beyond Antarctica. Mm-hmm. And you can find that on that archive channel. It's called The Land Beyond. I started showing it one night and they cut my stream because they said it was copyright. And I'm like, bullshit. It's public domain. The thing is total public domain. So I might try it again one night.
Roger Ledwell, again, $2 super chat. It could be helium-3. Ask Bob. Thank you very much, your super chat. Yeah, I mean, think about it. A lot of people do think that that even the firmament and stuff is like a superfluid.
Yeah, I've heard that one, yeah.
But it's an interesting hypothesis, I'd say.
Hard to know since we're not allowed to go there.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's very plausible if you think about it. It's much more plausible than gravity, so.
It is, but it doesn't.
Well, how can you deny
biblical? Is it?
You can't deny gravity. We saw pictures of it, man.
You're showing gravity right now, Sovereign.
Yeah,
right behind you.
Dave, why are you showing gravity?
That's gravity.
Ellen.
You can reach out and touch it, dude.
That was his empirical evidence. That in a rocket, an amateur rocket, showing the curvature of the Earth literally changing before your eyes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No stress. Digital was good having you in, man. Have a blessed
Bless
day
you, man.
further. Yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna probably end the show soon anyway.
Right.
It's going on to 2 o'clock for me.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 to midnight.
but it
Now
was
you
a
live in
good
my
show.
world.
I think tonight we're gonna review Brenda on solves. How's that?
Man, people better have
That
their
would be cool.
earphones on or headphones because there's some
It's gonna be
cussing going
scary.
on.
So
You better have your
I
earplugs in. It's more like it.
want to make sure I don't listen
Yeah.
to it today, just so it can be fresh for me
No
as well.
children.
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah. Same. I'm not going to watch it. I'll leave it till tomorrow night.
Even
Tonight.
when I was waiting for the show to start, Jaron was telling me as well with Brenda. He was listening to it because he says he was listening to a show. He was laughing, saying with Brenda's idiocy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It was beyond belief. It was. People
And
were
then
telling
you find
David,
out-
kick him.
He said what?
Block. People wanted you to kick him out of there, or it.
Yeah. The chat was going, kick that stupid thing off the show. And I was like, I'm having fun toying with that. I really am.
Well, Brenda's blocked, yeah, because Brenda has been caught lying too many times.
Oh, yeah. Well, that whole thing.
Yeah,
as
we
I
don't
said,
like liars, right?
When she said displacement wasn't what forced the water out. And I was like, what is? She described displacement without saying the word displacement. That's all she did.
Displacement.
And I was like,
It's literally
so-
amazing how dumb.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
They can't accept that. They can't accept it because it doesn't go with their little story.
It's like they break
No,
the mold every time. They have to break it a little bit more.
Oh, I see Jesse. He said he put that new video out while he was doing the after show.
Let's see.
Testing perspective angle with a 1 foot to 1 mile scale. Awesome.
Okay.
I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys. You can go watch it if you want to. There's JC's latest video.
All right.
It's quite cool. You see, that's what I like about JC, though.
1K.
He does actual demonstrations and experiments. He tries, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Although he doesn't understand what he's showing is not physical, but
He's still a bit
But
confused,
at least
but
he's
at least
trying.
he got part of his head straight.
but he's trying.
And he's not a rude person.
Is this your show?
See, Lightning says, Flatzoid, I watch the Big Dipper go around the North Star every night. Does the Southern Cross do the same thing? Nope. The Southern Cross is always pointing the same way. Always. It just goes,
Why
it follows
can't they
the,
just
the Milky,
understand?
it follows the Milky Way's drift, and it just goes straight along and over. That's all it does. And Jamie said, I couldn't sleep last night and caught a few minutes of Brenda on solves. Effing hilarious.
Couldn't sleep last night. And kind
Oh, got a
Yeah.
message.
That'll cure your insomnia, huh? What a freak show. The freaks come out at night, boy. That's for real.
Okay,
Shut
you're
up.
in
That was my morning.
or make you not
That was
sleep.
my morning.
We get some doozies on there, man. I haven't heard from that guy that claims that he's a reincarnation of Bob Marley.
Oh,
Oh,
And I said,
wow.
how do you know that you're a reincarnation of Bob Marley? And he said, because I was born exactly 9 months from when he died. And I said, well, you know that a woman's actually pregnant for 40 weeks. That's actually 10 months. So yeah, you got a problem going on, bro.
What
What
a lot
happens-
of people that on this earth.
Was it a Freudian slip?
Roger Ledwell for another $2 super chat. He says, Brenda, he makes the shows fun. Thank you very much. The Brenda, I don't think Digital Intel knows who Brenda is, so you're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna do a show tonight on Brenda.
That'll be hilarious.
Let's just put it this way, Digital. Brenda has the opinion that that a shoe can be an natural phenomena, and a table can measures what time and space dilating. Oh, and believes the center of a donut can cause a black hole.
And a man dilate.
Oh, yeah. You get 12, I think Brenda thinks there's such things as 12 horizons at one stage. Yeah.
Oh my god.
12 horizons.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where do those trans guys put the tampons in?
Don't know what Brenda's smoking, but gotta lay it off.
I think that's the first time I've
Hey,
ever
Jenna.
met a menopausal transvestite.
You know?
Crazy.
Like,
If you have to have like, the joke team of the globe, who would be your top 5 people for like we call the Globe Avengers joke team?
oh, shit.
Brenda.
Well, Simon Dunn.
Yeah.
There's Simon Dan, yeah.
McLuhan.
Professor Dave.
Yeah.
I get one ball.
Who's that other guy?
Sean Hawkins,
Yeah, Sean Hawkins for
Hawkins.
sure.
FTFE.
Yeah. There's your 5.
He says it's difficult
We're
to
gonna
just
need
choose
10
5 because
Yeah, there's a few.
Well, okay, let's do it this way: top 5, and then we can have reserves. Okay,
B
top
team.
5
Don't forget Matthew Leonard.
Right, so McToon,
Okay.
is he in reserve or is he in the
Okay, the
start?
first
He's in
top
reserve.
5. Let's first choose the top 5.
We
Simon Dan.
call him the wrong stuff.
They all call
There
the
you
wrong
go.
stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we have Simon Dan as the
Simon
captain.
Dunn, McToon, FTFV.
Okay, we'll have Simon Dan as the captain. FTFE is the second in charge.
Easy's cool, yeah.
We'll have McToon as like the nerd of the bunch. The guy that's doing everybody's
Yeah.
homework. Who else?
Simon.
And then we can have
Simon
Matthew
Dunn.
Learns, yeah, and Professor, not a Professor Dave.
Not a
That's
professor.
like the top 5.
Not Professor Dave, yeah.
And then the in reserves will be Sean Hawkins,
Sean, the B squad.
Was that-
Brenda,
PhD.
and Wolfie.
Yeah.
Wolfie. And then where's
Wolfie.
Wally?
Yeah,
And Ragey.
Wally and Wolfie, yeah, the 2 W's.
No,
yeah.
Rachie will be in the background giving them drinks.
Cheerleader.
The
Yeah,
cheerleader.
she makes the
You
coffee.
forgot our one.
She makes the coffee.
Lucas
Oh,
the
wow.
water boy.
If he's Craig, right? Yes, if he's Craig. If you want to watch, you just join my channel. Go watch some debates I've had with FTFE.
Oh my god. yeah.
Wow, it's insane.
God. I don't know if I could watch one more, I think I'm done with it.
When we team up, Flatzoid, who should we go up against?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, take them on.
Everybody.
Mark Sargent.
Let them tag team you, man.
Even Mark. No, I don't actually care who we
What
go.
made you say it, didn't I?
I think me and you, myself and us together. I don't care who it comes up against. I think we'll rip them to
Yeah.
shreds.
You'll
We
kill
don't
him.
even need to team up, to be honest.
Hey, we can have Luch as water boy.
We forgot about Mark Reed.
Mark
and,
Reed. Oh,
Oh god. Yeah.
Ocean.
yeah, Mark Reed. Gas has no
And Leo.
behavior.
Leo.
Mr. Gas has no.
Leo should have been.
Yeah, Leo.
Leo should have been in one of the teams, yeah, because he's got a long neck. He could be quite a good
Yeah,
super.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Leo will
Black.
be visiting.
You guys should be
Leo will
ashamed of yourself. He
The
just
thing is,
needs a
Leo will
friend.
be the thing is, Leo will be visiting at Rachel's water table, drinking Bud Light. Why is it the whole time?
He got drunk. 4 hours it took him to drink one Budweiser, and he
drunk.
was steaming.
You
He was
could put
steaming.
PhD Tony up there just so we could have bets on how long it takes for him to stroke out.
And
Well,
we'll
that
have
dude-
Bob the science guy as the bus driver.
I see that PhD Tony guy. I'm like, that dude should just go over in the corner and fart real good before he even starts, man. He's about to have a fit, man, before it even
Jamie,
gets going.
this is a
A
video
longer
idea
bus.
for Jamie C. Level, dude. Jamie C. Level, you can make a video of this. Make Bob the Science Guy
Did
the
they
bus
mention Phil
driver.
Bell?
You can have them all there like they some kind of team, basketball team, or a like a football team, and they going to a stadium for a match or something. I think it'll
Will
be
they all
fun.
fit on the short
No,
bus?
they're going to space camp.
Or space camp. They're all going to space camp. Perfect. Yeah, when they get there, then Don Petit can let them all in and say, "Sorry, I lost the keys, and I don't have the technology to create one again."
You could have McToon keeps having to get after Brenda for stealing his rockets and licking them.
Oh wow, you can make a funny parody out of this, really.
We just the comedy show that one was going to be.
Space Force Trump. Yeah, we can put a Space Force Trump sticker on the side. They're going to watch a space dildo launch.
I have a picture of that somewhere where somebody had a fuse hooked to a dildo on a stick, gonna fire it off.
I've seen one.
Said Bezos' next rocket or some shit like that.
Crazy. See the things we come up with.
And there's still plenty to go in.
Yeah.
Phil Bell,
We're just getting warmed up.
So much. I mean, you can do different type of parodies if you want to. They can climb on a submarine, and you can have FTFE teaching them how to use the arc reactor. Arc reactor.
God dang.
We can have going to the barn. Looking for where's Wally?
Huh?
You fuzzed out on us, Alan.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fuzzed out.
They can go to the
Moon looking for Wally.
Go to the moon.
Yeah, Jamie, I'll message you the
Right.
ideas. We can maybe make a parody together. We can do a collaboration. Like have McToon getting them all to a boat and saying we don't need a boat because containment's not needed, and they'll calculate why they don't need a boat.
But yet there's a submarine captain in containment.
Yeah,
As they're
I
heading to the
kind of see Craig as more of Gilligan rather than the skipper. You know, I'm sorry, I can't see this guy as a toilet physicist, much less a fucking nuclear
I'm
physicist.
telling you,
not
he
gonna
was
lead
on the submarine, but he was the potato peeler or the janitor. Telling you now. Thank you, Roger Ledol, for your $5 super chat. Says Craig reminds me of a young Nero.
Maybe he was the cabin boy.
Because think about it, the only photos he ever showed is him getting a certificate, shaking someone's hand, and the uniform he had on was literally bottom rank. So I don't see how he was a physicist. The guy doesn't even know the differences between a thermodynamic system. So
No. Yeah, it was, but I don't know though. He tries. He showed a picture of gravity. That was good. I mean, for right's sake, man.
It's
I
so
just
much.
laughed and I saw that and I was just like, "You got to be shitting me!" That's a picture of gravity. Okay, very good.
Oh wow! Can you tell me the empirical data is shown behind you, Solve?
No.
But that was the empirical evidence he gave us. He said there's a lot of empirical data behind you because there's black stuff.
Okay, yeah, because there's black stuff and then you see this light stuff and then.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe light scattering's a thing, and if there's too little propagation because the air it doesn't have light to reflect through it to give it light.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. I mean, yeah. I
nothing to do with gravity.
Well, basically, what he's got is his mouth. He just runs his mouth and says some things, and people go, "Oh, wow, that sounded smart." But if you really listen to what he says, it's not smart. It's just a bunch of shit. Everything, you know, it's just a bunch of shit just put together. And people take that as though he's intelligent or something. I don't know why. I don't get
I
it.
have no idea.
I've never been fooled by personalities. You know, personalities. I listen to the content of what somebody's talking about, and you know, that's where I go to first. And then I worry about what's my perception of them. That's going to be based on what I hear them say. And if I hear a bunch of rubbish disguised as trying to be intelligent, then it's not. I see right through them what they are right away. Right away. I garner no respect for those people. I don't like actors. I don't like actors. I really don't.
I see Sean Hawkins is still live on the show, and I can see this. He's sitting there like half falling asleep. He's like, "What am I going to say?"
Was he showing this?
Yeah, the debate.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, he don't understand nothing that's even going on with it.
That guy.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
These guys are.
And that's he blows in a bit of paper, and that's air pressure without containment.
Oh, there he goes. He's saying
Well,
something.
literally showing us Bernoulli's principle, which requires containment. I know what's surface area, guys.
Yeah, what's PSI?
Oh, yeah. I know. You kind of need pounds per square inch of something.
Which is formed from, oh, that's right, displacement of the medium. How about that? So something is forcing against you. What is causing that force? Again, we see that dirty D word, displacement.
They don't like the word displacement.
No, they don't
at all.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think we're gonna end it. Yeah. It is 3 minutes to 2.
Oh hell, you need to click it.
And I'm gonna have a busy day ahead of me again because I'm still gonna go lie the concrete down tomorrow.
Oh.
Got some hectic stuff around the house to do as well and wash cars. So I gotta sleep. Well, not tomorrow. It's today.
Are you gonna
So
make
later.
that? You're gonna make
Sorry?
sure that concrete conforms to the curvature of the Earth, right?
I'm going to make sure that it follows that curve to the T.
Good.
It's going to be bendizontal. Okay?
80 miles squared.
It can't be to the T, because for T you need angle. Can't be to the T. No,
to the J. To the J.
When I leveled
J,
it out
J,
today,
J.
I made it the same one side to the other. Just like level's supposed to be, so horizontal. So just think how nice and flat level it's going to be later when I throw the concrete.
Well, that was what I was going to say. That guy was going on about you're seeing the tangent. When you see the horizon, you're seeing the tangent. Well, if that's true, you can even work that out on paper. You're going to have to keep looking down to get a tangent. Sorry.
Exactly. And I didn't even bite on that because then it would be begging the question of a globe already.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get him to understand. Listen, yeah, it's optical.
Yep.
911. Hey, damn it! It's still my birthday here.
Oh yeah, happy birthday again.
But yeah, just Jonah, just you guys. I really appreciate you all coming. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Who was that again? Happy
birthday to you.
And many more.
Whoa. Hey guys, thanks all for coming.
Nice.
Right on, man.
May the pressure be with you.
Yeah, always.
No,
So see you guys tonight for another stream. Remember,
I'm going in here to do some pressure testing myself.
Remember tonight, guys. Make sure you bring your helmets, some some soft hand gloves or oven mitts or something, because there's going to be a lot of.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Just
Don't
guys,
let
have
your
a great
children
evening.
listen to it.
Oh no, I won't let that my children close to that thing with a 10-foot pole. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Cheers,
guys.
everybody. I'll see you
Good
guys
night.
all tonight. Many